Oh man, what's this? A new Star Wars set? Oh yeah, we're gonna have more friends. Wait, what does it say? Dune? Are you guys excited for Dune Part 3? I know I am. I have a lot of Star Wars sets, not many of the other themes. But you know a theme that literally only has one set? That's right, it is Dune. This is the Atreides Royal Ornithopter. I believe this released like, I don't know, last year or something like that. And oh man, am I excited to open this thing. It has so much aura, you know? It has 1,369 pieces. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is definitely the biggest set that I own. And wait, hold up. What does that say? Oh, is that age is 18 plus? Well, that's me in this video. Bye. No, I'm just kidding. It is time to open this thing. Actually, before I open this thing, I should probably show off the box so I don't forget. This is obviously its flying mode. It's gonna have a landed mode. Oh man, there's no way you can read that, but that's the side of the box, and in the back, we are going to see. Oh man, this quality is kind of shit. Not gonna lie, I should have borrowed my mom's phone, but yeah, you can see it has 8 minifigures, all of them from the first Dune movie. The ship that this set is based off is from, well, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in all 3 Dune movies. I know it's in the first 2, and it's definitely gonna be in the 3rd one. But yeah, super stoked to have this set. I mean, come on, is that not just damn, that's cool. Okay, so I got the box open. It's a pretty big box, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness, this quality is so bad. Oh man, like pixelated. Whatever. So I opened the box, it just had some tape, so I didn't have to use a knife and, you know, potentially cut my hand off, because that would be cringe. So yeah, opening the box. Ooh. What we got? Got a sleeve. I'm sure that's to protect something very important. I got some bags. Ooh, okay. I wonder how many bags this thing is gonna have. I can imagine it would have a lot. Oh, there's this piece. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. What else? Okay. Okay, so here is the mess that I have made. Oh my goodness, is my table even big enough? But yeah, so looks like we have 10 numbered bags. This long sleeve I'm sure has something. We have this piece over here. We have this, which I believe holds the cape for the Baron. And then this looks like the windshields piece. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff inside that box. And of course we have the Dune instruction manual. Let me just let's see. The Dune instruction manual. It's a thick boy. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Yeah, it's this is really big. I feel like they could have made 2 different instruction manuals if they wanted to, but this works. But what's really cool is that I don't think I've had many other sets that have this, where there's information about the thing. That's how you know this is, I mean, it is an 18 plus set, so I'm pretty sure those types of sets get this type of stuff. But yeah, here it's got overview of the characters. That light is annoying. So we have an overview of the characters. Oh, I'm sure I'm not gonna need this. I've seen the movies, so yeah, some really cool stuff. And yeah, other than that, it's a pretty normal instruction manual. Let me see, is there anything on the back? No? Alright, let's get building. So here is the final product. I think I spent maybe 4 to 5 hours building this set. It has a lot of technique, but that's what makes it so strong. But yeah, this is just what it looks like on my table. It's very long. But yeah, before we get into the build, I think we should talk about the minifigures. Okay, so first off, I think we should talk about Paul Atreides, you know, the main character of the Dune movies. He is wearing this nice green outfit. I think this is his training outfit. You can see it's a pretty, like, in terms of printing, like, nice torso print. Has a nice hairpiece, I would say, and he's got a pretty chill expression as he's holding a knife. But pretty much all the minifigures except one have another face print. So in the back, he's looking more serious, like he's ready to aura farm. So yeah, Paul Atreides, very nice minifigure. Up next, we'll just talk about, I guess, his mom, Lady Jessica, part of the Bene Gesserit. And yeah, I think that they also did a good job on this minifigure as well. She is wearing the dress piece, you know, which I think works, and then also the yellow hood, you know, I've seen that on some Star Wars figures, so I think it works very well with this minifigure. I really love the detail of the, like, the veil or the webbing, I guess you could say, on the face print. I think that's pretty accurate to what we see. And then, yeah, pretty plain expression on the other side. So yeah, overall, this set has very nice minifigures. Alright, next up, we're going to talk about his dad, Leto Atreides. He's rocking that beard. Again, pretty nice printing. None of the figures have arm printing, but it's been a bit since I've seen the movies to really notice those details, but I would say they all look pretty darn accurate to the source material. And yeah, another nice figure. He's carrying some binoculars, and then his back, like the back face print is just him smiling. But yeah, I'm really digging the like gunmetal gray on these types of figures. It's really cool. Alright, next up, I'm gonna talk about Chani. She doesn't really appear in the first Dune movie, definitely has a bigger role in the second one, but still, it's really cool to have this figure anyways. She's wielding that white sword. I don't even remember if she had that in the movie, but she has this really nice scarf piece that I don't have in my collection, so I feel like that's a piece that could be used for a lot of other figures. But yeah, the scarf piece is nice, especially in the context of the movie. You know why they're wearing this type of gear in the movie, you know. She has, I mean, this brown hair piece we've seen before, but what's really cool is on the back, she is wearing one of those, I guess, Fremen masks or something. And yeah, she has a really, actually, it's really cool that they have the blue eyes as well, you know. That's a nice detail if you've seen the movie. Like, she is part of the Fremen, who, I'm not going to spoil too much about it, but yeah, that's why they have the blue eyes. Speaking of blue eyes, another Fremen minifigure. I think her name is Dr. Lieutenant Kynes, I believe. Very cool minifigure. She's wielding the, I don't even know if like these are walking sticks or something, but they look cool nonetheless. She has a pretty cool hairpiece, and that cape, it is very soft. It is a very nice piece to have. And then, yep, pretty similar to Chani, also has the mask and the blue eyes. So yeah, they're definitely doing a good job with these figures, since we're probably never going to see them again, you know, since it's the only Dune set they've made. Alright, next up we're going to talk about Duncan Idaho. Pretty simple figure, you know, no leg printing, just plain green legs. Again, a nice torso print. He's wielding both a knife and a sword. I'm really digging the face print. I think that looks really nice. And then also the hair piece is also pretty cool with the bun on the top. And yeah, he is pissed on the other side. Of course, when you talk about Gurney Halleck, he is sort of like Paul's trainer, you know? And yeah, like you see, he's wearing a sword. He is all ready for battle. He is wearing this chest piece that seen on a few other figures. But yeah, overall, it's a very nice figure. Backside, like I said, he is mogging out the others. So yeah, you have a very nice figure selection. But the standout figure is definitely, I mean, come on, the Baron. Oh my goodness. This is definitely the highlight of the set. Look how tall he is. Oh my goodness me. Like, that is one tall minifigure. I mean, he is almost as tall as Shockwave. That is crazy. So yeah, the way this figure works is that, well, you have a really long cape. I guess we know where those waist capes went, you know? I guess they're like, oh man, we just gotta make this set and just use up all our fabric for this one minifigure. But it is such a cool minifigure. Yes, it is pretty much just like the regular minifigure. He has no printing really on the torso or legs because again, it's covered up by the cape. The cape has a nice print. It's a really cool cape piece, you know. Again, might need to align that a bit better, but still, the Baron. I mean, if you see the movie, you know why he can get this tall and why it's important in the context of the movie. But you obviously know double-sided face print, but I think the face print they went with looks very similar to how he looks in the movie. So yeah, really cool figure. Of course, he has that clear piece to make sure he can actually stand. So overall, you have a very, very nice minifigure selection. Pretty much getting most of the main characters right. I mean, this set I'm pretty sure is based off Dune Part 1 and not Dune Part 2. But yeah, like they pretty much got everyone you could ask for, you know? And I think the reason why they have all these figures, even though I'm pretty sure some of them have never been in the Ornithopter, would just be because, like I said, this is probably the only Dune set they're ever gonna make. If they make another one, that'd be great. But I guess maybe they're on the presumption this would be the only Dune set they would make, so they're like, oh man, we just gotta get, like, everyone, basically, you know? There might be a few characters missing, but, I mean, the Baron just, like, he is so much taller than everyone else. It is crazy. So yeah, getting a bit closer, you know, more detail into the build. I mean, it's a beautiful model. Like, oh my goodness, the designer who worked on this set, man, he crushed it. I mean, just the shape of the cockpit itself, it's beautiful. And look at that printed piece. I mean, there's not many like printed pieces, but there's no stickers in this set, which I love. I'm not a big fan of stickers, you know, because I always butcher putting them on. But yeah, if you get a bit closer, I mean, like I said, it is a long set. Like, it goes all the way here. I've had it in its landing position, which is probably the best position to, like, display it, you know? Because with its wings out, it looks cool, but it's not practical for storing, you know? So yeah, let's get a little bit closer. These feet, you know, I think are pretty nicely detailed. I will say, though, like, throughout the set, there is some, like, red sticking out, you know? Like, some of the Technic pieces are not gray or black as you would expect. I wouldn't say it's a big deal, but it is something to notice that, like, yeah, you can definitely notice the blue and the red and all that. But yeah, it stands on 2 feet. In its landing position, they're off on the sides. So yeah, if I just lift it a little bit, man, how am I supposed to carry this thing? The cockpit looks really nice. We'll get more into that later. And then it has 8 wings. It looks like a dragonfly, you know, like it is such a cool, like, these wings come in their own packaging. I mean, this is definitely the most premium-ish set I've ever had, you know. Yeah, like I said, there's so much Technic in this set, which didn't bother me too much, but it's like, if you mess me up, you're gonna, like, it's gonna be kind of painful trying to, like, fix your mistakes and all that, you know. So yeah, we just get to the tail end. Yeah, I don't remember if it looked like that in the movie, but yeah, that's cool. And then you also have a loading ramp as well, which you could use to put characters over there. So let me see, just show off this. You could definitely, I mean, the ramp doesn't actually lead up to the build, but you could definitely have someone, like, standing. Wait, can he actually stand? Oh no, maybe not that piece. But yeah, they can definitely look like they are, like, coming out of the ship, which is pretty cool. And you have more landing gear. I mean, the landing gear of this set is really cool. Although, I will admit, it's like, if you mess it up, then it's gonna be hard to fix, like I said. So yeah, to get it out of landing gear, I think I need to, go to, it's hard to see, it's really hard to see, I don't know if you, oh man. There is this thing, there's a switch on the side over here that is going to help you with the landing gear. So let me see if I can showcase this. Let's see. Where's the piece? Oh shit. So if I want to lift it up, and then the landing gear can tuck right in. Hold up, it needs to click or something. There we go. So yeah, the feet are tucked in. It is in flight mode basically. And the last thing we need to do is get the wings out. But yeah, you can see it is landed. You definitely probably wouldn't want to have it sitting like this if it's not using its landed gear. That's not the best. So yeah, let's see if we can get it in flying mode. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get it in flying mode. Let's see how this works. Yeah, I think maybe most people just grab the set by the tail, because it's, like I said, it's such a sturdy build that you're not gonna really have to worry about this thing breaking, really. So yeah, this piece right here, can you even see that? I hope you can. You just push it forward, and look at the wings. They go out like that. You can't even see the full wingspan, but just look at it, you know? It's like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I don't want to dent the wall. And then there is also a piece. It's, man, maneuvering the set is kind of hard. There's a piece over here that you just push up and down, and guess what? You can have it flutter. That's a neat feature. It's just like I said, very akin to a dragonfly. All 8 wings are moving simultaneously. It is such a neat feature to have. And I really hope I'm showing this properly, and it's like, you're not gonna be able to see what I'm doing. But yeah, it is such a cool feature. So yeah. Okay, let's get this thing back in landed position. So basically, I think first things first, probably want to get the landing gear out first. So we are going, let me actually, this might be better, like you can maybe see that the knob, we were just going to push it back. Landing gear comes out just like that. It's not going to move like that. So we are going to have it like this. There we go. It's sturdy. And then of course, let me just do that again. And then this, we are going to push back to get the wings back into position. There we go. Yes. So yeah, that is definitely the bigger play features that are a little bit hard for me to showcase, but there's still like, I think there's one more thing I need to show you, which is of course, like, so we're gonna get to that cockpit. There we go. These cockpit pieces, like the ones on the side, yeah, those ones you get like a little casing for it, you know, so it's like they won't, hopefully they won't get scratched up. So yeah, the way to open the cockpit is very simple. Actually, this piece over here can just like, it's not really connected to the windscreen piece, but the whole thing you can just lift like that. Super easy. Same thing on the other side, and that is where you have your 2 seats. I'm pretty sure in universe it could definitely fit more than 2 people, but this is a Lego set, of course. You're not gonna fit all 8 in here. I mean, try fitting the Baron in here. He's gonna take up too much room, and he's the enemy. So yeah, this comes right off. This is the seats come right off. This part can't really remove. So yeah, we're talking about the seats over here. So if I just move this over here, there we go. There's the seats. Nice. So yeah, we are going to have 2 minifigures sitting. We're gonna, I guess we'll just choose 2 people that were actually there. We're gonna have Leto Atreides and Paul Atreides, just, you know, just chill like that, you know, like they're lying down, although they probably don't need to lie down. And then you can place it just like, oh no, come on. There we go. And yeah, they probably don't need to, there we go. They probably don't need to lie down, but yeah, they look pretty nice in the cockpit over there. There is these controls. You do get like the basic Lego control like print on there. He can probably hold onto the handlebars, but I'm not gonna do that right now. But yeah, I mean, come on. And then of course you can close it back up. And they look pretty cool in there, you know? That is basically the only interior of the set. No one's gonna be able to fit in the body, like I said. You could maybe have someone on the ramp, but like, yeah. So realistically, you could fit maybe 2 to 3 figures on here. But yeah, it is such a nice build. Like I said, there's so much technique in here for structure and stability. But it's also what allows us to get those really cool play features of the wings and all that. I would say in terms of shaping, I mean, it's pretty spot on. Especially the front cockpit. I was so impressed at how they were able to make it look as clean as it does. There is very, like, minimal-ish gaps, you know? So yeah, it's such a clean-looking build, you know? Especially in landing position, it looks so, so cool. And the wings, like, these wings are, like, I don't know, plastic or rubber. They're not easily breakable. Like, they're not going to fall off these joints, definitely. I mean, if you've built this set, which I think it's retired already, so it might be too late for that. But yeah, these wings are not going to snap off. It's super, like I said, super sturdy. And yeah, I mean, if you want like a view from the top, that's how it would look. From the bottom, yeah, I mean, I don't, nah, you know what, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Let's just do a quick comparison to other sets. This set costs, I think it costs $220 on the LEGO store, but I'm pretty sure on other websites it costs $180. So I'm gonna go with $180, even though, like I said, on LEGO store it's $220. $180 isn't that bad for this set. I mean, it is quite big. I mean, my black table isn't the biggest. But yeah, like I said, definitely have it put in this position, so, because if you have the wings open, it's going to take up so much more room. It's going to be a pain in the ass. So yeah, 180 is actually, I would say, pretty fair for this set. It is pretty big. It is pretty imposing. I mean, actually, even the angling they have it at with these feet are a bit, I guess it's angled a bit lower, you know, which works really well. You know, it gives it a more, I don't know, bug-like look maybe. Plus you get 8 very nice looking minifigures, so I mean, you can't really go wrong with this set. It's such a, oh no, come on, there we go. It's such a nice looking set, you know. So let's compare it to some other sets that are a similar price, I guess. So yeah, if this is 180, guess what else is 180? The Coruscant gunship, also 180, I believe. I think both sets are actually retired. But yeah, I think you could kind of see there's a bit of a size difference, you know. I mean, yeah, the Coruscant gunship is a bit wider, but this set just has like 300 extra pieces, and you can definitely tell. I would definitely say it is a more sizable build than the Coruscant gunship, despite being the same price. Plus, the Dune set has 8 minifigures. The Coruscant gunship has 5. Yes, the Coruscant gunship has like a bit more interior, but like it's still kind of cramped in there. So yeah, there are the other minifigures in there. Oh man, I must have suffocated them or something. They're all dead. But yeah, that is a pretty noticeable size difference, I would say, you know? Like I said, yes, this has 300 more pieces, despite being the same price. I mean, it makes it look a lot better, the Dune set, in terms of pricing. So yeah, but you know what? What about a set that costs like half the price, you know? Like the 2025 U-Wing, oh yeah. There we go. Let me just remove the Coruscant gunship and the U-Wing, which I think it might be a better comparison. Like I said, it's half the price. I think it's like $90. Because they're both long sets. But yeah, this part, it's a pretty like thin set. Definitely a compromised interior. I mean, Cassian has to like take a nap while he's flying this thing. The guys in here can actually look like they're actually like flying the ship, you know. So yeah, I forget how many pieces the U-Wing has, but yeah, it's still a nice set, of course. Of course, they're different vehicles and all that stuff. They're accurate to what they are portraying, but yeah, this is double the price, and I would say that's worth double the price of the U-Wing. Plus, the U-Wing has 4 minifigures. This has 8, so yeah, literally double of everything pretty much. And I mean, come on, the Baron minifigure I feel like is a definite highlight for the Dune set compared to someone like Cassian Andor or whatever. Still, they're both very cool sets, of course, but the Dune set just has that aura, you know, like this. Oh man, it's so cool. But yeah, if I want to bring back the Coruscant gunship, the Coruscant gunship actually has a handle, you know. So yeah, there is its size comparison to some other ones. And I mean, you know what? Let me just bring in the Arc 170. So yeah, overall, this is a fantastic set. I am so happy to have this set. It is amazing, you know. It's like the only set you can get the Lisan al Gaib, you know, the Muad'Dib, you know. So yeah, this is the only Dune set we have, and it's probably gonna be the only one we have. I guess we have to wait for Dune Part 3, which I'm also super excited for. So yeah, this is like a dream set of mine. I mean, it's so freaking cool. I've said that too many times, but yeah, it is such a cool build. The Ornithopter is such a cool vehicle in universe, and I think the way they handled this ship was done really well. So yeah, those are probably gonna be my final thoughts. I'd give it like a 67 out of 10. Ah! But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna pass out. Bye.